Really Reviews.
Hello, Nico. How are you doing?
Nick Hansen.
We just saw BlackBerry.
Yeah.
New theater room for us. We'd never been in that one before. Good theater room.
Nice room. Honestly, I like that one.
Yeah.
I'd mentioned it to you when we were sitting in there. That's the one room that I've been in so far that's not like overly loud.
Yeah. Theater 7 at Gateway, if you're going to go there and check it out for yourself.
Every single other room that we've been in, like Top Gun, that shit was so loud.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah. It was good.
It was good.
Anyways, we saw BlackBerry. It's a movie about fruit.
Nope.
Nah, it's a movie about the creation of the BlackBerry phone. If you don't know what that is, you're too young. Every businessman had one, businesswoman had one in the early 2000s. That was when it was big. That was when they had a big market share of the phone business. Anyways, all of this description sounds boring, but it's about the rise and the fall of BlackBerry.
You're not going to believe who the director is.
Who's the director?
Hang on.
Okay, I'll let you go to that. Anyways, this stuff sounds boring, but trust me, like, of the types of movies I've seen like this, and I think we are directly comparing it to Air, which we saw.
I'll also compare it
ago.
to Social Network.
And Social Network, that's a good one.
I think Social Network is the most closely related to this in terms of like the actual theme of the movie.
And I think storytelling structure too. I think I remember sort of you see the creation of Zuckerberg in his dorm making the thing, and then the business rise of it, and then the fall, and whatever.
But just remember, Social Network is also like they bounce between present and the past.
Yeah,
because they're in like I don't even know what you would call it. It's like some sort of panel hearing of sorts.
There's a legal dispute for ownership of the company.
Right.
In the movie, yeah.
But this is not. This is all just one whole continuous flow of time.
Yeah, it follows a timeline structure like Air does.
Just the general
it's
movie.
A normal, a timeline structure, yeah.
And the description that they give on Google: the company behind the first smartphone, the BlackBerry, meets a catastrophic demise. So, with that being said, you kind of see the rise and the fall of BlackBerry. It's not really a spoiler. This is history. The fall will be Apple coming to the rise, but that's all towards the very end of the movie. So it's.
And there's some other stuff in there that I don't want you to say right now because I think it's a little bit of spoiler. To me, I didn't know some of the business side behind it and sort of what legal and business issues there were. That's all I'll leave it at, that caused the demise of the company. Now, again, all of this stuff sounds really boring. It's like, okay, most people are working 9 to 5s, they're going to school to go work a 9 to 5, or they're doing those things, and everyone has a smartphone. It's like, we all know that, but how interested are we in tech, All of that stuff, I'm telling you, this movie, fast as hell. Fast-paced, interesting camera work, great acting, great writing, just super fast-paced editing. This movie just zooms by. It's entertaining the whole damn time. Fantastic. Just fantastic. I loved every minute of it. I don't know how they could make... Well, I do know how, because they did it. They make this somewhat mundane, like everyday business and tech stuff just extremely interesting. Mm-hmm. Like at every sequence, every scene, like it has great pacing, great emotional moments, great highs, great lows. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah. I would say same thing here. Let's get into
who's the director. Yeah, you got to tell me who the director is.
Yeah, let's get into the cast first. So, sorry. It's loading. Jay Baruchel, he plays Mike Lazaritis.
He's co-CEO and designer of the
our
BlackBerry.
main character of this movie. Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is where a lot of people are going to recognize him. He plays Jim Balsillie.
The other co-CEO, but he's more of the business shark and the marketing, the sales guy behind it.
And then maybe your kind of like third main character is Matthew Johnson, who plays Douglas Fregan. Okay.
So who directed this?
Matthew Johnson. The guy who plays Doug.
Oh, that guy directed it?
He's the director.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see that coming at all. This is distributed by Elevation Pictures. It came out May 12th, so last Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, we're a week behind.
Yeah, sorry. This was a lovely movie.
Yeah.
I wish we saw this the opening night.
Yeah, I mean, I would have seen this instead of Guardians twice, which is what I did. And I still liked Guardians, but...
James Gunn, you did great. But
yeah.
This is just miles better.
Yeah, and if you've seen any of the trailers from it, and I will say this because I think Parks and Rec and The Office popularized the style, the directing style, the cinematography. It's home video style ish mixed with, I guess it's more documentary style camera work mixed in with some home video stuff. But with this, they kept it more fast paced. That it kept you get the immersive factor of that style, which it feels like you're just a person sitting in the room and during these board meetings and these pitch meetings and things like that. But the camera work was fast enough, the editing was fast enough that it did feel fresh to me. So that was my only nitpick that I told you when we were walking out of it. Was okay, sometimes I don't like just purposefully obstructing a shot, literally for no reason. There were some shots where it was just okay, there's a pole down the center of the shot, and it's not really separating characters in a way that makes sense artistically to me. It's just you're just doing it to do it.
Yeah.
And some of those shots were annoying, but that's a big nitpick. There weren't really very many of those. It's a very big nitpick for me.
I liked it.
I liked the style in general.
Don't listen to Nick. I liked it. I felt like it was just The Office, but they asked some of Nolan's directors of photography to go and make their own, try to shoot their own sequence as if it was The Office. And then they just apply their same color grading that Nolan uses. And I was like, this is great. This looks so fun. This looks so new.
And I want to clarify, and we should have said this at the beginning. When we say Office and Parks and Rec, there's no interview sequences. So all of those are intercut. All those shows are both intercut with interviews of the characters as if they're recording a documentary.
Right. It's cold opens randomly just in the office. Those kind of sequences and
there's none of that here.
Those crazy zooms across the room and rack focuses, pans, actual just following characters down hallways and through corridors. That's all here, but there's just none of the interviews, as you said.
Yeah, and I would say it's a comedy, but I would say it covers the whole range. I think there's a lot this is very serious moments happen in this, and I think they hit them. I mean, it's not a super emotional story, but they're definitely emotional moments, and you feel for some of the people behind it, especially the one guy, which I actually don't want to spoil that.
Yeah, we won't.
The guy who directed it, but there's some really good character stuff here, some really great, clever writing, and just great chemistry between the actors. I think a movie like this doesn't work unless you have extremely solid chemistry between the actors to hit those comedy-filled moments or the intense moments, which there are plenty of those too. Just acting, I was shocked at how good the acting was, honestly.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that kind of carried the movie.
When mentioning Social Network, I don't know about you, but I think a lot of people who've seen Social Network, as a tech movie, it's what the hell? This movie's not going to be that interesting.
Yeah.
But a lot of people fell in love with that movie by David Fincher. Rightfully so. It's a great movie. But one of the best known sequences is when Andrew Garfield's character, I forget his name, when he comes in to the Facebook headquarters and he's like, what the hell, all of my shares are diluted, and he breaks the keyboard.
Yep.
And all of that whole sequence, that whole sequence I'm talking about.
Yep.
A lot of people think that's the best sequence in that movie. There's a million of them in this movie.
Yeah.
Something similar to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
Just a bunch of heated exchanges, a bunch of arrogant people, a bunch of people who are what is this guy doing? And it just blows up, and it's great. I thought it was so fun.
Yeah, and there's some bad people in this movie too, but honestly, bad people I was rooting for. I found myself at the end of the movie when sort of the downfall happens. I'm damn, I feel bad for some of these guys that
this is how it went.
Were involved. Yeah, but it is what it is. Apple took them over, and the law took them over. So
yeah.
We're about 10 minutes in now. Do you want to give a score? Do you think we're ready for a score?
I don't know. Are we ready to score? Are we doing spoilers?
We can. I don't know. It's if you want. spoilers, like all this stuff has played out in the news. So if you follow like tech news or business news, then you probably knew about this already because it happened like whatever 15 years ago.
But like, there's like a couple of characters who I want to talk about, like just some of the things that they do that we can't like say before we, score it.
We can go into light spoilers, but like before that, I just want to say like I don't want to spoil a ton of stuff because I do highly recommend this movie. This is one of the best movies I've seen this year already. Like I highly recommend this movie.
I think this is a Best Picture possible contender.
This could be a dark horse Best Picture.
I think so.
This could be a dark horse Best Picture. I think it's still early in the year, so we have a lot to see what comes out in the summer and the fall. Fast X is going to be a huge competitor.
Oh, huge competitor. Dom Toretto.
But yeah.
Which, by the way, Ethan, we were talking about this. None of that is realistic.
Yeah, none of
literally not a single stunt.
They're not trying to be at this point.
No, but Ethan thought that they were trying to be when we talked about it with him recently. He was like, that's somewhat realistic. We were like, that's not realistic at all. And then you were like, oh, you think John Wick is realistic? And he was like, yeah. This movie is real, though. Like, this is like...
No, this is real, yeah.
Or very real from what we know.
One of the things we were talking about, and I think this is kind of the case when you watch this, or, the Steve Jobs movies, I don't know if I mentioned those, are sort of in this vein. Those are more of a... just focus on Steve Jobs, but like...
They're inspired by true events. We don't know how much is real.
Yeah, it's inspired by. So it's not like, oh, this stuff actually happened for sure. We don't know that.
Like Disaster Artist 2.
Yeah, so like, in I'm sure there's the climax sequence sort of in the last like third act here. I'm sure not all that stuff happened like with the perfect timing that like the movie made it seem. The downfall, I mean. Like, I'm sure that the stuff with the NHL and all that didn't all happen at the same time that with the legal stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, that stuff is like, if you want to nitpick it, it's like, okay, they Hollywooded this thing up. But honestly, I don't give a shit. It was wildly entertaining.
No.
It was wildly entertaining.
Very entertaining. Is this worth the admission?
Absolutely. Like, I would pay a primetime ticket for this. You should go see this in theaters. You should go see this.
Go support this movie.
Yeah, like I think this, original story, hasn't been told before. Good stuff. Go see it. I can recommend this to most people because like even if you don't know everything about business, if you don't know everything about smartphones or tech, don't worry. They will hold your hand.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job explaining. I forgot. I wanted to mention that like they were talking about how some servers couldn't hold all of the phones that were trying to be on a server at the same time. And then they were like, okay, well, what if we just do this? And they were explaining how they could break up packets and things like that. If you don't know any of this, I barely know any of it. Okay?
I mean, I don't either, too. We took a few computer science classes in high school.
I took one.
Yeah.
You were in that one.
Yeah, and I still don't know. But it's enough to just be like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. Or at least to recognize other smart people and they're figuring it out.
They're trying to figure it out, right? They do a great job at that.
Yeah.
But they don't even need to because it lasts only a couple of minutes that they're talking about any of that sort of stuff. Everything else is like, okay, I understand. This is just general, everyday kind of language. But, I don't know. Are you ready to score it?
I mean, I think I have what I think I'm going to score it, yeah.
You do? You? Oh, I know.
You know?
I knew when I was watching it what I was probably going to give it.
Okay. All right, go for your score.
No. You got to go first.
Oh, I got to go first?
Yeah, you got to go first.
Okay.
I bet you my score will be higher this time around.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm going to go 9.1. I'm going to go into the nines with this.
9.1?
9.1. I'm giving it a 9.1, yeah.
This is the first time I've pulled out my 10 out of 10 glasses.
10 out of 10?
I loved this movie. This is a 10 out of 10.
All right.
Certified classic.
Wow.
I thought it was better than Social Network. I can't keep
I agree with that, actually. Yeah, I think it was better than Social Network.
Which is crazy to say because I'd even give Social Network a 10 out of 10 personally. That's like a spoiler for
I wouldn't
if we
give
ever
it a 10, but
it's like high enough. I'd probably give it a 10 myself. You know, I thought this was better than Social Network.
I agree. I think it was better than Social Network.
David Fincher.
Social Network is a great movie.
David Fincher is one of my favorite directors.
Oh, that's an excellent movie, just all around. Great writing.
Great, yeah, exactly. This is just... Wow. I feel like this is just better.
This is a historic moment. A 10 out of 10.
This is my first 10 out of 10. What did you say, 9.1?
I said 9.1, yeah. This is not the first 10 out of 10 on this podcast, though. Ethan gives all the Marvel movies 10 out of 10.
He's going to be so mad about that.
I'm just kidding. But...
Wait until we see Fast X with him.
10 out of... I can't... I have no idea what you're going to give Oppenheimer, then.
Oh, my God. Probably a 20 out of 10. I'm going to need a full costume.
See, but I'm not anticipating giving Oppenheimer a 10. I mean, I guess it could be, but...
It could be. Hey, Christopher Nolan... Okay, over under. Let's place a bet. Over under. 8.5.
I'm going to give it over on 8.5. Yeah, it'll be better.
You're going to give it an over on your 8.5?
Yeah. I mean, he does enough things cinematically that are just so much better than all the other blockbuster movies now. Like, I'm going to have to give it probably for just that. Even if it somehow is a horribly acted and horribly written piece of shit, like Tenet. But
Whoa! Take that back. So we on this channel we did talk about all of Chris Nolan's movies.
Yeah, you can go find that video. It's like a director spotlight of Chris Nolan.
We didn't review all of them. We just kind of ranked them. We even said even his worst movie is still a great movie.
This is true, yeah.
So, with that being said, assuming that this movie Oppenheimer when it comes out is also great, I have no idea where it's going to be listed on our top 10.
Yeah, I think part of our discussion with that will have to be like, where do we rank it in his films all time? Anyways, let's get back on track. Do you want to say anything else about this movie, about any of the characters you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, just a couple of the few random characters. The COO guy who comes in.
Oh my God, he was... Dude, I couldn't stop laughing. I don't know. I'll find it. He was incredible. He was just... There's a big guy. There's just 300-pound guy coming in yelling at people. Oh my goodness. What a great character.
Wait, what is this?
It's just...
Sungwon Cho is Richie Chung? I thought it was Eugene.
I don't know.
I thought that was his name. I hope that doesn't make us look racist now. No, I could have sworn I could have sworn he went by Eugene, right?
I don't know.
Whatever. That guy is great. He parallels to one of our friends. We won't name him, but one of them. Sorry.
I think my camera got all blurry when my camera's struggling right now.
Okay.
We're staying on you for now.
All right. The COO his name is Mr. Purdy. Michael Ironside is the actor. He was great.
No, he was fantastic.
I thought he was so funny. Because he just kind of showed up and he's like, I don't give a rat's ass. You got to go do something with the engineers. And then he's like, how much are you guys paying this guy? And then they hire him just to go yell at their own employees.
What a great character.
What a great, easily one of the best characters I think in this film. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. There's a lot of good acting in this movie. I thought this was about to be in the ballpark of Air. It'd be good, maybe nothing too special, but I thought this was fantastic.
It was better than Air for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And that's not to say Air was bad. Okay, Air was still a good movie, but these guys did it better.
Yeah. My camera's really struggling. You're not getting a thumbnail photo from me in the end. If you want to do a thumbnail photo now, you can.
What if you just make a blurry face? And
you could just do a blurry ass thing. Sure.
Whatever works.
Anyways, that's our review. Go see it. Seriously, one of the best movies we've seen this year. Highly recommended. So, you want to do a little thumbnail face right now?
I'll pull out the glasses. I'll use the glasses.
Let's both use the glasses. Oh, my camera's back. All right, we're good.
You want glasses?
Yeah, we'll both use glasses. The 10 out of 10 glasses.
Is this the new tradition?
What? The glasses? Oh no, it's fine.
Maybe your vision is just bad, Hugh, because you forgot your glasses. Your actual glasses.
All right, I'm doing my thumbnail face. All right.
What do I have to do? Do I have to do a different face?
Whatever you want.
I always just do this stupid smile and a thumbs up.
Perfect. All right, go see this movie. Seriously, support your local cinema. Great movie. Highly recommend it. We'll be back soon, maybe with Fast X. If not, there's plenty of other stuff coming out. We'll be seeing something. So
let's do Fast X. Why not?
All right, we'll
are
do
you in
Fast
town
X.
this? Are you in town this weekend?
Yeah, we'll do Fast X.
Okay, we'll do Fast X.
All right. All right. All right. See you guys.